Hello, and welcome back to the Dokkan battle video. We got the EZA live in the game now for, what is it, Kyawei and Marcarita, right? Now, the thing about these two is, well, for one, they're weak to Peppy Gals, and two, you guys saw, just now, I do have both of the two new Peppy Gal characters, in Coquette and Mai. Funny thing is, though, this is like the first instance you guys are going to see them, right? Just because I wanted to bring them in here purely for the fact that I got them and I want to have fun and use them, right? We're probably going to bring them into events, especially for 21 week is still in full effect. I am recording this at 5 in the goddamn morning, right? So I'll probably bring Mai on the next team we run 21 on, right? Just for fun. Coquette, I think she is probably a lot better specifically on the Universe 11 team, right? I doubt she'd be very useful on Peppy Gals. I mean, like, she'll be okay, but she definitely wants to be ran with the Universe 11 characters. It's kind of like her link set. When it comes to Mai, though, I ran into something very interesting. Mai is actually one of the first Peppy Gals in a very, very long time to not have the Battlefield Diva link, which kind of is a big issue because Mai is a dodge character, and if she had the Battlefield Diva link, that would give her an extra 5% dodge chance, but she doesn't have it. She straight up does not have Battlefield Diva. They instead decided to give her stuff like Terrifying Conquerors and like Solid Support, which like is really interesting, but like as you can see, she shares 0 links with Videl. If she had Battlefield Diva, she would at least share that, and that would give them 3 key and some dodge chance, but she doesn't, which is kind of bad for the Peppy Gal team specifically, right? If you're going to run full Peppy Gals, that is kind of bad for Mai, because she's only going to be able to link up well with Dragon Ball Saga characters or Shattering Dilemma characters. She's not going to link up well with any fierce battle Peppy Gal character who isn't from Dragon Ball, which, like, that's pretty much all of them except for Bunny Bulma, right? So that is kind of an issue for Mai. It is a really big thing. Like, some of you might be like, oh, it's just a key link, but like that extra 5% dodge chance does mean a lot. Also, I know a lot of you guys were saying, or at least not a lot of you guys were saying, but a lot of you guys were hearing me say that Bunny Bulma would be featured on this Peppy Gal banner, and that is because they literally said that she was going to be on the banner, right? But in reality, she's just unfeatured on the banner. They instead featured STR Chi-Chi, which I think sucks. I think that shoulda, coulda just been Bunny Bulma. And I'm kind of in a conflicted position where I really want Bunny Bulma. Like, really bad. And I have no way of getting her, like, conveniently, besides either dropping more stones on the Roshi banner, which I don't want to do, or summoning more on the Peppy Gal banner. Right? Now, the Peppy Gal banner, it does also have the ability to give me other Peppy Gal characters that I do want and do need, like copies of Bulma, copies of Coquette and Mai, right? But I have the rest of the banner rainbow, so there really isn't a whole much value in that banner for me, or besides just the new characters, Bulma and then Bunny Bulma, right? Everything else is kind of pointless, but I do want Bunny Bulma, like, pretty bad. So I'm like heavily debating with myself whether or not to do that. It's really hard, right? Because Bunny Bulma's really good for that Roshi team. Now, technically, right? I am supplementing Bunny Bulma with Mai, right? Because they essentially function the same role. 70% dodge character with a big support number. The only difference between Mai and Bunny Bulma is I can float Bunny Bulma on the Roshi team and be completely fine with the way I run it, whereas I could not do that with Mai, because Mai specifically only has 70% dodge chance if you have another Peppy Gal or Dragon Ball Saga ally on rotation, and if you are running the Roshi team properly, right, one of your rotations is going to be the WI Gokus, unless you get really bad luck, like we kind of did in yesterday's 21 video, right? Unless a situation like that happens, you can't really float Mai off on that team. She's kind of going to have to be on rotation with Bulma, right? One of the Bulmas, or like Roshi, right? It's just kind of the nature of how her kit is designed. Because, like, sure, yeah, you could rock the 50% dodge, but, like, do you really want to do that? Like, is that something that you really want to do? my answer to you on that question would be a resounding no. Probably not. You'd probably just want to stick with the double UI Goku rotation and then keep Mai on the other one. But yeah, I would want Bunny Bulma, right? Because I think if you have a rotation of Mai and Bunny Bulma, because they do actually link up pretty well, right? Sure, you are going to be messing around with the dodge chances a bunch. Bunny Bulma with her 80% dodge, and then Mai with her 70%, right? But the issue comes in then of like LR Bulma, and then you're floating her off, and that gets kind of awkward, right? So maybe not having both of them is probably good on the same team, but like if you do, that's a lot of free support, and then that frees up Bulma to be on other rotations as well. But I'm probably just gonna have her on rotation with LR Bulma, have the 2-turn support up constantly, and have Mai as like a slot 1 70% dodge character, giving her 60% dodge the entire rotation. It should definitely make pretty much every single unit on the team a lot tankier. Again, I would have really liked to have Bunny Bulma, but unfortunately that's not going to happen unless I drop more stones on one of the 2 banners that are available right now. They did also drop like a bait banner that has like already awakened LRs on it. It's kind of crazy if you think about it, right? Because it has Namek Goku, Full Power Frieza, Buhan, and Super Vegito on it. And then it also has like Dokkan Fests, like Super Trunks, the Int Androids, right? It's kind of a weird banner. I wouldn't summon on it. I think it's a really bad banner. But it is a banner nonetheless that you could, I guess, probably pick up one of those characters with stones for. I'm personally not. Oh, there's the Mai build, by the way. I got 2 copies of her. That made me really happy. So let's go ahead and let's awaken these 2 Peppy Gal units. I do think they're pretty good. Oh, yeah, that's right. The Marcarita, for some reason, she's not on Peppy Gals. Right? She's a Peppy Gal banner character who's not on Peppy Gals, and that's kind of stupid. Right? It's really unfortunate. I do think both Kawaii and Margarita are both pretty good, though. I know Truth was shitting on Kawaii, and, like, I don't really get why. He also forgot that she can actually activate her entire passive, except for, like, the stun against the Goku and Frieza fight, which is, like, really important. Plus, she has a 70% dodge chance in that fight. So, and he was, like, shitting on her for not being very good. But it's like, I mean, she has 70% dodge in the hardest fight in the game, while being able to activate that extra little 40% defense when an enemy is defense down in the 1 turn where it's going to matter. So I just don't feel like that makes a whole lot of sense to me, personally. I got to rearrange my box, man. What's the easiest way to show them? Universal Rival Saga, probably? Alright. So, Kawaii, I don't have her with any equips. They just dropped a Peppy Gal, like, chest equip, so I'm probably going to do that a bunch. I have her with dodge. I was literally in the process of, like, leveling her. She's pretty good. And then Marcarita, I also have her full dodge, right? Yeah, basically. I gave her as much dodge as I could, and then the rest into additional. I'll probably give her some dodge equips. We actually can run the full Universe 11 team. I'll probably make a video on that now, right? Now that I can do that. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, that's going to be it for this. Let me know how you guys feel about these 2 new Peppy Gal EZAs, as well as the 2 new summonable Peppy Gal characters in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.